Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry for my cracked voice. I I don't know what happened. I just got a little cracked up. But I'm returning to you for CD collection video 14. And I don't know if this will be the last CD collection video, but because the rest of my CDs are just discs in a CD case, but I'll show you those as well. But I'm going to discuss what I'm going to be talking about in CD collection video 14 and let you know what songs I liked off each album. So let's start with Linkin Park, Living Things. Now, this was an experimental album. Sorry, I had to cough for a second. My throat's getting a little because I don't know. I guess I didn't drink enough water or something. But I did enjoy uh, Powerless a lot. Castle of Glass is pretty good. Burn It Down is experimental. This is when Linkin Park fans started hating them because they tried something different. And what I've noticed from this band is they go back and forth with the same pop sound, and then they go to rock again, then pop, then rock. So they're doing both. They're mixing it up. But I still don't hate them. I just have some concerns about this album a little. It's not the best work, but Lies, Greed, Misery was pretty good. In My Remains was catchy, even though it used so much techno stuff in the song and pop synths. Victimize I actually did like, with Chester Screams. But I gotta say, Castle, Glass, and Powerless are my favorites. Everything else is solid. But yeah, it's a solid record. It is worth picking up if you want to finish your uh, Linkin Park collection. The only one to not pick up is One More Light. I know if you want to do it, you can. I do have that album. I just gave it to my mom. I was like, nope, I don't want it anymore. It's not a great album. But yeah, the first album I talked about was Linkin Park, Living Things. The next album I'm going to talk about is Linkin Park, The Hunting Party, one of my favorite albums from their discography. Uh, this is like 45, 46 minutes long, but it's an enjoyable time listening to it. You won't be disappointed with this album. Keys to the Kingdom's a great one. Uh, All for Nothing was pretty good. Guilty All the Same was great, even though it was pretty long. War I really liked. The Summoning was a pretty cool interlude, I should say. Until It's Gone was great. Final Masquerade I really enjoyed. But my favorite one is Drawbar with Tom Morello in it. It's got a nice piano in the song, and then it goes into some of the guitar work and the down 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 or whatever that melody or key to the song. It's very addicting to listen to this song. But A Line in the Sand is the closing track, and it does pretty good. It ain't my favorite closing track, but I guess it's alright. And yeah, this is probably going to be the last Linkin Park album I'm going to buy from them. I do not want One More Light, unfortunately. I know it's Chester's last album that he made. And there were some songs that I wasn't hating, but it was too mellow. No offense to Linkin Park and all that, but yeah, I'm just going to have to say that this is the last album I'm going to mention from Linkin Park. So the second album I talked about was Linkin Park, The Hunting Party. Now the third album I'm going to talk about, I'm getting it, is a new one, and it's Ozzy Osbourne, Ordinary Man. This I actually bought at Walmart which I really enjoyed this album a lot. It's probably one of the best albums this year. It did come out in February, but it's still enjoyable from start to finish. Um, I did enjoy All My Life a lot. Goodbye was pretty good. Um, and there were others that were pretty good too. It's a Raid was great. Take What You Want, which was Post Malone's song, but Ozzy decided to put it on his album. Today's the End was pretty solid. Scary Little Green Men, which is about aliens. I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. Eat Me was a gross song, but I can understand why they made it. Under the Graveyard was great. Straight to Hell was awesome. Ordinary Man was good. And Holy for Tonight was a mellow one, but it still did pretty good. Sorry, I was moving this messenger thing on my phone, but I'm sorry about that. Uh, yeah, this third album I talked about was Ozzy Osbourne, Ordinary Man. Now the fourth album I'm gonna talk about, if I can get it in a second, is Hollywood Undead, New Empire Volume 1. This was a really good album. I really enjoyed it. It is pretty short for what it is. And sorry, I'm getting so many messenger tabs on my phone, and it's kind of annoying, but I joined group chats, so that's what I get for doing that. I enjoyed Heart of a Champion from this album. Already Dead's not my favorite, but it's solid. Upside Down was great. Second Chances was awesome. Killing It was alright. Enemy was pretty good. Nightmare is the closing track, and I'm actually starting to like that now. I like Johnny Three Tears' verse in Nightmare. It's really awesome. But yeah, Empire was a great one too, and Time Bomb was pretty awesome. But I liked Kellen Quinn in Upside Down, his verse. It was pretty cool what he was saying. And yeah, the fourth album I talked about was Hollywood Undead, New Empire Volume 1. Now the fifth album I'm going to talk about is Polaris, The Death of Me. Now, I did buy this like last month, but it's really worth the purchase. It's an outstanding album from start to finish. I enjoyed Pray for Rain, that was really good. Hypermania was awesome. Masochist was a favorite. Landmine was pretty good. Vagabond was awesome. Creatures of Habit is the sixth track on here. Above My Head was great. Martyr's Waves is really awesome. All of this is fleeting, just gets you jumping with that breakdown in the beginning of the song. It's so great. The drumming breakdown and how the guitars are playing too. It's really awesome. And The Descent closes the track, and wow. It really closes the album very well. I really enjoyed this album. There are screams. If you're used to the screamo stuff, then you'll like this album. But some people can handle it, some people can't. People have different tastes in music, but that's fine. But the fifth album I talked about was Polaris, The Death of Me. And it's a really good album. I definitely recommend you guys buying it. Now, the sixth album I'm going to talk about is Louis Tomlinson, Walls. This is one of my favorite albums this year, hands down. And I'm getting so many messenger group chat messages. I'm just like, oh, this is getting annoying. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll this a little down to the bottom. And another messenger thing. Oh my god. But yeah, Kill My Mind was a pretty good song for what it was. Uh, Don't Let It Break Your Heart was pretty good. I heard the studio version and I actually adored it. It's really awesome. Fearless was pretty good. Habit was pretty good. Walls is a favorite. Too Young was actually really nice. We Made It was pretty good. The only one I wasn't crazy about was We Two of Us and uh maybe Kill My Mind. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at what I rated those songs. Kill My Mind was alright. It's a good opener, but yeah, this is an enjoyable record from start to finish, and I know it got really bad rating. Got like a 54 out of 100 from Metacritic, and I'm like, oh, you douchebags. But that's their opinion. I still bought it because I like the album, and that's my opinion. But it's definitely worth checking out if you like mellow music and are a big fan of Louis Tomlinson from One Direction. But I enjoyed his album, so yeah. Sixth album I talked about was Louis Tomlinson, Walls. Now the seventh album, which is probably going to be the last one, I thought I could fit everything in it, but is Clint Lowery, God Bless the Renegades. Now I had to pay like 18 fucking dollars for this album total. I was like, this is bullshit. It was 11.29, and then I had to pay 5.99 plus tax to be collected, and it was ridiculous. I was really upset, but I'm glad I got it on March 15th. So I got it 2 days after I purchased it, which was March 13th. But it's still an enjoyable album. God Bless the Renegades is a favorite. I think Kings was a little cheesy, where he's like, I'm coming up redefined. I don't really like Clint's voice at that lyric. I just did not like it too much. But for the rest of the album, it's really enjoyable. Um, What's the Matter's pretty good. Alive is really, well, it's solid. Here was alright too. I think the second, third, and fourth track are alright, but the rest of it is awesome. It's a really good listen, and I definitely recommend this album to you guys if you haven't heard it. He's the guitarist from Sevendust, so definitely check this album out if you haven't heard it. And the seventh album is Clint Lowery, God Bless the Renegades, I talked about. I'm gonna have to end the video here because I got like 2 more albums to talk about, and they'll be on tomorrow's CD collection video 15. I didn't think I thought I'd have time to talk about them, but I couldn't fit everything in it. Uh, but it's alright. I will return to you for CD collection video 15 tomorrow. Then the Trolls World Tour will probably be before the CD collection video 15. And yeah, um, these albums I talked about, the new 2020 albums, I hope you guys enjoyed my collection. For the longest time I've been releasing CD collection videos. I know I have a lot of CDs, like over 100, but I will plan on getting more. I just don't have a job and I'm pretty broke. But yeah, CD came in today that I didn't expect, and I thought it got returned, but it didn't, and I got it, which I'm really happy. I did get my refund for it, the money back, but I still got the CD. They still sent it to me. But anyways, thank you for watching this CD collection video 14. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in my next video.